Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. Okay, so I got a clip. This clip actually is not new. This is from an interview that Tyrese had on the Joe Budden podcast, and it was like a year ago. So this is not a new clip. This is not a new clip or a new interview, but the clip is resurfacing again. And in this snippet of conversation, Tyrese is speaking about his divorce and the whole child support thing, and old girl coming at him for $20,000 a month. And I want you to hear how Melyssa is trying to talk to him about this. Now, at first it seemed like Joe is kind of on Melyssa's side, asking Tyrese these questions, although Joe is really conducting this interview. But I just want to play it for you. Here we go.
Is it possible that
I influenced her to try and get me for $20,000 a month for a 2-year-old? No.
Is it? Yeah.
No. We never spent $20,000 on my daughter when we were together.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the money.
Yeah, but
I don't like, who spends that kind of money on a kid?
Mm-hmm.
She was 1 when she took my baby from me. We never spent $20,000 a month on our child, and the credit card was wide open. So what the fuck do you suddenly need that kind of money for?
You change the quality of life.
I was going to say the exact same
What
thing.
happened?
Like the quality of life.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
You don't wait, Ish. You don't think the quality of her life changed simply by entering his existence and his orbit?
Did you hear what he said first?
Yeah.
He said
he never spent that.
During the same quality of life, you did not spend $20,000 in 1 month.
And she never became
With an open credit card. So the $20,000 a month, you can it's not changing the quality of life.
Right.
He's saying with the high quality of life that we had, we didn't spend 20 bands. So now, why is $20,000 a month needed if we never spent that?
He also said,
she also complained every step of the way about spending or overspending.
He also said, and I had it, and we never did that.
True.
Okay, but now the person that had it is gone.
Is it possible?
And you should know what the comments that the child lives with the mom. She needs to provide a place to stay for the child to the same standard that she used to. She can't, even on $20,000 a month, she cannot give that child she can't live the same way that Tyrese could provide for her, because Tyrese is rich. She's not. Tyrese is rich. She's not rich. And unless she do something, she ain't going to be rich. I found it interesting that some of the things he's saying, because Melyssa here was trying to say that she needs that $20,000 because being with Tyrese changed her perspective and changed her quality of life. So therefore, now that she has a child, she has to still live at that standard. I don't know what y'all think, y'all divorced women that happen to have been married to wealthy men, and you yourself do not have independent wealth equal to what that man had, and y'all split. I don't know what makes you think that you still supposed to live like that just because you had a kid with him. No, you want the kid to stay with you. The child goes back to your level of living, whatever that was. So I'm so sick of that excuse. That doesn't have bearing on anything. If Tyrese is a multimillionaire, which he is, and his ex-wife makes $100,000-$200,000 a year or so, which I presume that she might actually make, right? Then that's comfortable. The 2-year-old doesn't know the difference. Let's be clear. The child is too young to know a difference. That child don't know the difference between a mansion and a townhouse. Okay, that's not even important to a 2-year-old, a 2-3-year-old baby. That's not important to them. They don't even know nothing about it. The most important thing that the baby cared about was taken, which was the family home and them being together in the same household. So now that you are no longer with that rich man, you go back to your existence, whatever that was. He does not have to supply that same level of living to you in a separate household. That is not how that go at all. If you so concerned about the baby living in a mansion versus a townhouse, give him the baby. You be the weekend mama. Because nobody needs 20 stacks a month. Let's just say she make $150,000 off of YouTube and she get 20 stacks from him. If she's making that off of YouTube, she's getting like 12 or 15 stacks from YouTube. So you mean to tell me you need more than 30, let's say roughly about $35,000 a month to be comfortable? Get out of here. Get out of here. Stop it. Because she the one chose to leave. Talking about some with a person who could afford a lifestyle gonna know she left. Tyrese didn't leave. He was devastated that that woman left. He still to this day will tell you he don't really understand her line of thinking as to why she left. And then he said something very critical that people would have missed. He said she's the same person that wants the $20,000, same person that was fretting and always complaining about money that was being spent or overspent while she was with me. And I thought that was an interesting thing for him to say, because he took in a person that doesn't understand wealth, and out of her not understanding how wealthy people move and the world that they're in, that they live in, okay, she was fretting about, oh, you're spending too much money, spending too much money. It would have been too much money for you, not for him. Too much money to you. He's in a completely different world with that tax bracket. You don't know nothing about that. It would have been better for you to be quiet and try to learn how he moving. That's what it would have been better for you to do that. But instead, now you're trying to fleece him for the money. You don't need to do that. You should have been learning how to make money. I'm pretty sure the way Tyrese was in love with that girl, he'd have showed her how to make money. He'd have put her in a position to do something to make money. Show her how to invest something. Show her how to, you know what I'm saying, here. I'm sure he would have helped her become independently wealthy. Because one thing that I realized about, one thing that I realized sometimes about people who have multi-millions or who have made wealth and they didn't grow up with wealth, they actually like telling people how to do it. They like sharing that information, right? But she was fretting about the money while she was with them. So she didn't even understand the movement of money. She didn't understand the currency of money. And so she would be, oh, you spending too much. Oh, well, how much you spend on that? Instead of just chilling. Because this is the life that he's been accustomed to for years now. He didn't just start making millions of dollars a couple of years ago. Okay, Tyrese is in his 40s. He was making money, in his 20s. So this is not new. He's accustomed to living like this. He been making he been a millionaire just off of Fast and Furious. He appeared in the second one, which was like 2002 or something like that. So that alone, he been a multimillionaire off of other acting gigs, about his music, all of that. You get it. So he's not just now figuring out, oh man, we got a couple of dollars, we need to do this, and now he's just splurging crazy. He know what he doing with his money. He know what money he got for leisure, what money he got over here, what money. You don't understand how to do it. He probably was always trying to tell her to calm down. It's all right. Well, I just think you just spent too much money on that. Now you want 20 stacks a month. What's too much money now? You're not frugal now? Where's the frugality? Thought you was frugal. Thought you was mindful of the money. It's just mind-blowing to me how Melyssa Ford and them sitting up there trying to justify this $20,000. And she was trying to act like she didn't understand what he was saying. He was saying with access to millions, she wasn't spending $20K. Now all of a sudden you need $20K. And then somebody else was in the chat was like, well, you know what I'm saying? Living expenses. What living expenses? Rent, like the rest of us do. You got people that's living off of $5K a month, $3. What living? They living. And you making 20 and you can't figure it out, get out of my face. That is the principle of it. Do Tyrese have it? Yeah, he got it. But why should I do that? That don't even make sense. Anyway, jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.